I want to welcome everyone to this hearing. Thank you for being here today. We're talking about, as the President said, some very important issues that we're dealing with that are going to change the way we do business and pretty much the way we do everything. I want to welcome you to, for those who came out of state, to Georgia, to the best city 12 years running to do business in. And Augusta, where you're sitting right now, was just named the #1 best city for entrepreneurs to start a business. Isn't that great? And a lot of that happened right here in this Innovation Center. But today's hearing is part of this committee's Building an AI-Ready Work America series, and will examine how artificial intelligence, AI, is creating economic opportunities for American workers, job creators, and our communities. There's no better place to hold this hearing than right here in Augusta, right here at the Georgia Cyber Innovation and Training Center on Augusta University's campus. For those tuning in today who are unfamiliar with the Augusta area, Fort Gordon is just a short 30-minute drive from where we currently sit. It hosts the Army Cyber Center of Excellence and is home to Army Cyber School, which trains, educates, and develops the Army's cyberspace and electronic warfare workforce. Every year, thousands of people leave Fort Gordon looking for work. The Georgia Cyber Center was created to meet this growing demand and drive collaboration between academia, government, and industry stakeholders to equip a superior cybersecurity workforce with the skills they need. AI is playing a significant role in this mission as the technology continues to transform Army defense cyber operations. Additionally, Augusta University is home to the Medical College of Georgia, the university's flagship medical school, which the President just said is the oldest in the state of Georgia and probably in the country, but where AI is innovating the healthcare industry and educating the next generation of medical professionals. AI has the potential to be a powerful engine of economic growth across the country. AI is enhancing workers' knowledge, skills, and productivity while also automating routine tasks and improving efficiency across every industry. As we see this technology is introduced into more workplaces, our job as policymakers is to foster an environment that delivers new and greater opportunities for American workers. The potential for AI to create jobs, strengthen existing industries, and empower job creators is immense, but we must ensure that our policies encourage its responsible adoption so that every worker can benefit from these advancements. And to give an example of that, just after World War II, almost 90% of the Georgia workforce was in agriculture and produced about 90% of the food needs for the state of Georgia. And of course, it was the #1 industry. It is still the #1 industry. And less than 2% of Georgians produce 120% of the food needs of Georgia. So things change, and we're seeing that right before our very eyes. And we're already seeing those benefits across the economy and certainly agriculture, manufacturing. AI workers are more productive, which makes American factories more competitive, strengthens domestic supply chains, and supports good-paying jobs. In agriculture, AI helps farmers produce more with fewer resources, ensuring food security. In medicine, AI is revolutionizing medical training, public health planning, and patient care, and improving outcomes and expanding access. As we consider the role of AI in the workplace, we should be wary of a one-size-fits-all approach. The needs of a family farm are not the same as those of a hospital, a manufacturing plant, or small business. Congress must pursue flexible policies that allow businesses to adopt AI in ways that best suit their industry and workforce. Our goal should be to foster innovation while ensuring that businesses of every size in every corner of the country can benefit from AI. That begins by listening to the voices of workers, producers, entrepreneurs, and industry leaders to craft solutions that reflect the diversity of America's economy. That is exactly what today's hearing is designed to do. At the same time, we cannot take America's leadership in AI for granted because it is not guaranteed. Other nations are investing aggressively in AI, and this technology is evolving at an incredible pace. If the United States intends to win the AI race, we must invest in the infrastructure, workforce, and innovation needed to maintain our competitive edge. We also need better data on how AI is impacting our workforce so policymakers can make informed decisions. And we must think carefully before we impose unnecessary regulations that could stifle innovation or undermine Americans' competitiveness. Today's hearing is an opportunity to explore how AI can strengthen our economy, create jobs, and reinforce America's leadership in innovation. We appreciate the insights of our witnesses and who will offer about how AI can improve people's lives and ensure this technology remains a tool that serves all Americans and not the other way around. With that, I yield to Representative McBath for an opening statement.